I actually made it! Okay. Hey, Jumpy! How you doing, buddy? Hiya, Chaos! Awesome. Having sounds fun. But yeah, today we're working on Muor's Scrungle. We're finally getting our third Sky Dweller into the Scrungleisms. Hey, last dude! So, yeah, we just, working on, this little guy. So we got plans, we got schemes. Hiya, Sajik! Welcome! Get our classic pixel brush. And yeah, so, yesterday we came up with a plan to, overcomplicate this, because I can't do anything easy. Sajik says, hi, Sajik! Sajik says, hi, Chaos! Wait, sorry, Chaos says, hi, Sajik. Hey, Scuzzy! Oh, yeah, so, we found a potential way to get Scuzzy into the Minecraft thing on the weekend. So, we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed we can get it to work. No promises, but we're gonna do our best. So, the idea is, and I covered this last session, we're gonna pitch it up and down. So this line along here is kind of like the midline. And, yeah, this line here. And this is gonna be going up and down as the thing pitches up and down. And that means these orbs here are all going to change shape as they do so. And I think this thing will also move up and down and change shape a little as well, but not too much. But yeah, that's the plan. Also, I discovered something revolutionary earlier today. I can unpin these. I don't know why they're pinning automatically, but if I just go through here and unpin... Actually, Ocean, hello, welcome! How you doing, buddy? And if we just go ahead and unpin everything that isn't what we're working on right now. Also, I've rearranged my stuff a little. I'm slowly getting to a point where I can find a configuration that works for me. Ah, wonderful. Done any more editing? Okay, so this is line. So we want to get... Oh, okay. Let's organize our layers first. So we'll put Muor up the top, very top, and then we'll unpin everything but the Muor stuff. And the last Muor thing is paint layer 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 2. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. You can increase the size of the cells by dragging on this thing. Oh, wow. Learning things at a rapid rate. Scuzzy says, today's the day! Day 69! Oh, happy 69th birthday, Scuzzy! Ocean says, nah, just come home like 2-3 hours ago. Oh, okay. Welcome home. How was your day? Left line. Ah, okay, so we want to be unpinning all of these. So yeah, if we just hammer this button, we can clean up our timeline, and then I can just repin everything I'm working on. Yay! This is gonna make things so much easier, because so many times I've been scrolling through my timeline just to find the layers I'm actually working on. But if we unpin these, and I don't know why I didn't notice this little pin button before, but man, this is gonna change everything. Today's the day. But Scuzzy, how you doing, buddy? How was your day? Chaos says, "Oh lol, I thought you just liked them being there. What, did you know about the pin button? You've been hiding these? You've been hiding the pin button from me this whole time? Is this just like one big conspiracy? Am I like the only person on the planet who didn't know about this pin button, and you're all sitting there laughing? Silly fox, he doesn't understand the pin button. Hi, Mizuki! Welcome back! Okay, so, that's all that unpinned. Now, we're gonna unpin... everything but... this line. I'm gonna call it this line. Oh, we're gonna call this idle line. Looking forward to couple months, Mizuki. Oh, Mizuki, you told me the other day that the Microsoft servers were down. They worked for me, but we were trying to get it working with nobody as well, and it didn't work for them either. So yeah, it looked like the German servers were down. I don't know if they're back up yet. I haven't talked to any of my German friends, but Mizuki, can you log into Minecraft now? Is that a thing we can do? Are we allowed? Are we allowed to Minecraft? Chaos says yeah, but I don't really use them since I separate projects in different files instead of just 1,000 layers in one file. Wow, shots fired. What? It's okay. Ah, Mizuki says I was able to log in again. Wonderful. Okay, we'll have to I'll have to jump onto Nobody and see if we can get their thing working. Oh, Nobody! Hello! Mizuki was just saying apparently the Microsoft servers are working again. So maybe we can have another crack at getting Minecraft happening. Okie doke. So, frame 1, frame 2. Now, as I said... Hang on, wait, why are you onions? Hang on, what the heck's going on here? We got onions. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, it pictures up to there. The front one gets smaller, and the back ones get slightly larger. Nobody says, I don't know if I have time. I have to do work. Oh, that's okay. Well, there's always next week. Hopefully, hopefully things will, ease up for you before then. And yeah, we'll be doing this on the regular. It'll be a weekly thing. Nobody says, hi, Sujiken Chaos! Yes. Hello, Nobody. How are you recovering? We will get it worked someday. Yes, we absolutely will. Never give up. Okay, so pictures up. I want to add in like another really thin line along here. And this is the line that becomes this line. Nobody says I'm doing good. I'm all healthy again. Oh, wonderful. Amazing recovery. Well done, Nobody. And are you, how are you coping with being back in Germany? I can break it down now. Oh, and also we want these head thingies to bob up and down a little too. Nobody says. Also, I had a great first day at my new work. Oh, was that today? Oh, I didn't think it was this soon. Wow, that was quick. Man, time flies. Okay, cool. Are they treating you well at your new workplace? Nobody says. I still want to go back to Greece. Yeah, understandable. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll have the ear thingies flop down a little. Actually, hang on, wait. As he pictures... Hang on, as he pictures... I think they'll come up, because it's pitching up, so the ear thing's gonna come up with his head, right? Yeah. Well, we'll see. So it says, I still want to disappear into the mountains and go off-grid. No worries, just mountain. Yay! I do miss the mountains. I definitely relate. I would also love to, disappear into the wilds. Nobody says, yeah, the team was very welcoming, and I learned a lot today. Oh, awesome! Well done. Okay, so we're going to start with a... Whoops. No. We're going to start with a blank layer, and... So, we're going to add in the next layer of onion skinning. We're going to thin this one down. So you can see the previous onion skin in the fainter purple here. And then the onion skin before that in the darker purple. Oh! 35! Who's the depressed UFO? This is Mewar. And they're not depressed. They just... I don't know, maybe they're a little depressed. But yeah, this is Mewar. He's our, number 3 Sky Dweller. We're gonna have 3 Sky Dwellers. Happy Luck and Chaos! Very cute. It is a very cute. We got plans. So, this is gonna be their moving. This is what they're gonna look like when they're cruising. And then this is gonna be their lurking. And then this is gonna be their sleep. So yeah, we have plans. Many plans. Mr. Mao! Mr. Mao says, oh man, I do not have the energy to read that in all caps, but Foxy boy, hello, yahoo, how are you? Mahahaha. Man, love the energy. Mewar, you made it! Welcome! Yeah, Mizuki, this, right here, this is the depressed UFO. Okay, so, let's continue on. Get rid of that backing, because that's gonna confuse things a whole heap. Mr. Mouse says depressed UFO sounds funny. They're pretty cool. Mr. Meow says, meow! Oh, keyboard cat. Awa, he's so cute. It is very cute. I'm delighted to finally be bringing Mewar to the Scrungle screen. So, continuing on with narrowing the booty as they pitch up. So yeah, Mew, I got plans. I'm gonna be I found a way to overcomplicate it. So yay. Nobody is a lurkin. Scuzzy! Oh, that's cute. Mewar says spies on Fox. Yay! Ooh, 17? That's pretty good. Okay, and then the dome is gonna squish a little as they pitch. Like so. Because it's like it's dome shaped, so it's more spherical from the front than it is. Wait, yeah, it's more spherical from the top than it is from the front. So as it pitches, the and becomes more face on, the dome's gonna look flatter. I think. So that's what we're going with. Okay, and a little bit like so. Oh, hang on. That's coming up too far. We need to chill out a little. There we go. Okay. Let's try that. There we go. So, Mizuki, you simped for any new buskers lately? Um, this guy says hugs the fox. Oh wow, nat 20. Wow, 17 and wow, the dice are very enthusiastic today. Man, if anyone wants to roll for good numbers, today seems to be the day. I guess someone fed the dice. Mizuki said, "Oh, I was just referencing the story you told yesterday about how you were gonna go out and yell at the buskers, and then you realized they were hot, and then you decided, you know what, they're cool. They can do their thing." Not judging. I mean, I did the same thing. And this one's gonna come down just a little tiny bit. So the front one's coming up a lot faster than the back ones are coming down. If that makes any sense. And the eyes are gonna be coming up. There we go. And the antenna things are also bobbing up. And we're going to do that neat little trick where we have the antennae going up a little more even after the head thing starts coming down. So they're kind of like lagging a little. Oh, Mr. Mouse says, you know, I want to simp on fictional women the way I simp on fictional men, but the media I consume doesn't have great women representation. It often feels like they don't have any personality, even though they have a purpose. I don't know how to explain it. I'm talking about gacha games and manhwas. I totally feel you. Like, that makes 100% sense to me. Anexi just recently got me into NTE. And I'm feeling the exact same way. All the characters are so two-dimensional. There are good examples of media with good female characters, of course. Like, lots. Like, Baldur's Gate is an excellent example of characters with fantastic depth. But yeah, and same with animes. A lot of anime pro tags are very... Yeah. Especially the newer stuff. I like Ghibli movies. And I love the Baldur's Gate. The Bold... What? Like Ghibli movies, and I love Baldur's Gate. Gi. Yes. Hmm. What else is there that's... I'm kind of drawing a blank for, female characters. Particularly in, like, JRPGs and stuff. I mean, there's plenty of good characters in, like, you know... FF14 has some good female characters. Alisaie's really cool. The cat girl, I forget what her name is. They're pretty cool. Why am I drawing such a blank? This should be easy. Anywho, so head coming up, and then we can just... I haven't played FF14, but I want to so bad. Oh, okay. It's free up to, I think it's free up to Shadowbringers now, so there's plenty of content. So, we're gonna go ahead and right-click. Oh, hang on, we just need... Hang on. You... Hang on, what happens if we paste this keyframe here and then play that? Okay, that looks actually pretty dang good. Holy cow, that's actually working pretty well. Gotta get some more bounce on the antennae, and I think we'll have one more keyframe of movement, just to keep it smooth. Mr. Mouse says, I'm stuck on Subnautica? Huh? Mizuki says, I want to play it too, but Warframe. Yeah. Oh, Mizuki, are there any... Mizuki was talking about the, Nun in Warframe earlier. How they were really good. Mizuki, we're talking about, like, good female pro tags. Particularly in video games. Do you have any, like, suggestions? But yeah, Mr. Mouse says, I'm stuck on Subnautica too. Oh, and Chumpy says, good game. Yes! I haven't actually heard anything about it. Like, I should really go and find someone who's playing it. Like someone who's streaming it. Because I don't have time to play video games. Miss Mouse says it was so expensive. Oh no. Damn. Games are expensive these days. Man, I really want to play Death Stranding 2. But same deal. It's like $130 here in Australia. Like, they are doing us so dirty. Mr. Mouse says, I'm trying to milk as much happiness as I can from it to make it worth it. Ah! Well, good investment, I guess. Austrian says, the Moroccan coast is not kind to my invasion. Oh no! Oh! Austrian! I had an idea a while ago. I don't know if I brought it up with you. Actually, I think I did bring it up, but we got distracted. Or something. Or you had to leave or something. This guy says, oh, hi, Chili Chomps! Oh, wait. Oh, Chomps. Oh, hi, Chomps. I saw the three eyes, and I thought it said Chili Chomps. Chomp says, to be honest, Subnautica 2 is not that expensive. 30 euros. 30 euros is a lot for some people. I mean, in this economy? Ba, 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 okay, so we're going to scrap this, and we're going to do another blank keyframe. Miss Mouse says, different crisis, different prices. I like that. That is very catchy, I love it. Catchy, contemporary, and depressing. Doesn't get much better than that. And the top ramp, oops, that's not right. And the top ramp, that's better. Mizuki says, if you want good characters, I'd say Signalis. Oh, Signalis! Why the frick didn't I think of that? Oh my goodness, you are so peak. Like that, yes, 100%. Mizuki is 100% on point with that one. The Signalis lesbian robot waifus are so cool. Such a mood too. Oh, good call. I didn't even think of horror games. Are there any other good horror games? Mr. Mouse says, you know, Fox, today I was making fun of my friend by making feet puns, and I'm still thinking of them, so just... Wait, what's LYK? So, just LYK, I guess. Oh, just letting you know? Oh, letting you know. Okay, thank you. Mizuki says, Graves from Red 9. Oh, I haven't played Red 9. And up just a little more. But yeah, I'm struggling to think of any gacha games with good characters. They're all pretty 2D. Oh, they just like they some of them just okay. A lot of them try to go so hard on like the crybaby tragic backstory. I think they do that to cover up for the fact that their characters don't have any depth. And they can just be like, oh, but look at how much they've suffered. Look at the. Why aren't you crying? You're some cold, unfeeling monster. I'm just, no, I don't care. These characters have no depth. Not my fault. I'm not a psychopath. Stop trying to gaslight me and think I'm a psychopath just because I don't care about your bad fanfic. Mizuki says Arknights has a few good ones. I mean, I suppose Lapland's pretty cool, but I think they have the same issue that like Girls Front Line does, in that they just really hammer the crybaby backstory, and they a lot of the time they just use this as a substitute for actual character growth and depth. Like, okay, that's sad, I guess. Mr. Mouse says, gacha games tend to leave no footprints in your life. Just flat-footed, empty games sometimes. Yeah. And I think that's because that there's a bit of a stereotype of the starving artists, but artists don't do their best work when they're starving. Like, we all like to pretend, like, oh, it's that silly American idea of, like, you know, if you're not hungry, you're not going to be productive. But, you know, that's bullshit. We all know that's bullshit. And I think it's because a lot of these gacha games, the artists in particular, are just being hammered so hard to go. Gotta go fast, gotta make that profit, gotta get that bottom line. We promised the investors triple-digit returns, and if we don't make it, we're gonna get sued for, fiduciary responsibility bullshit. Alterin says, my advance along the Carthaginian coast is going so smoothly. But, on the Moroccan side, I'm getting pushed back to the Iberian Peninsula. You know, as someone who's played so much Rome Total War, like, so much Rome Total War, I'm able to perfectly visualize that entire map and everything that's going on right now. You know, I have Crusader Kings and Total War to thank for my European geography skills, and that's literally it. Also, why a lot of my ideas of the borders are quite off. Like, I know all the continents and the rough placing of the countries. Oh, me, but with Total War Warhammer 3. Oh, Mizuki. I just recently installed Warhammer 3. I've been hoping to have a game with Chompy sometime. I played Warhammer 1 and 2 a little bit, but I never got around to doing 3. Because, you know, I was busy when it came out. But yeah. Also, the map was very intimidating. I saw, like, a picture of the map and I was like, yeah, that's a lot of map. That's a whole lot of map. I'm just one little fox. I don't know how I'm supposed to handle that much map. You know, bigger is better, but sometimes... Mizuki says 3 is fun. I just wish you didn't have to spend billions of euros to play all the fun characters. Oh, yeah. They're taking a a page from Bethesda's book. They're bringing out their own horse. Everyone's doing Horse Armor DLC nowadays. And if anyone doesn't get that reference, look it up. Horse Armor DLC. It's just such a canary in the coal mine moment. We all laughed it off at the time, just thinking, oh, this is ridiculous. How can they think they can get away with this shit? And then a decade or two later, that's all they're doing. Mizuki says, the map size makes sense though, IML. But doesn't it take like 100 years to finish a turn? Like for something like Crusader Kings 3, the map size is fine, because everyone's playing in real time. But with like, something like Total War, I feel like when you get the map to that size, eventually, nothing's happening. Like you're gonna be sitting there. It's like a bad game of D&D when the DM has like a bajillion mobs on the map, and you got like 5 players. And, you know, like, someone will take their turn, throw their magic missile, and they'll go up, make a cup of tea, maybe a sandwich, go pay rent, get that kidney transplant they've been putting off, fall in love, have kids, get married, buy a house, retire, and then come back and maybe they can shoot off another fireball. Like, doesn't it take forever? Miss Mouse says, I'm starting on my tippy toes by making as many feet jokes as possible. But you don't stand too far from me. You know what? I'm here for it. Nizuki says, I don't usually play it with others that much because nobody plays it. When I do, it doesn't take that much time. Oh, okay. Welcome back, Chaos. We're just talking about Warhammer 3. Or Total War Warhammer 3. Mr. Mouse says, I know I've never gotten to play in Warhammer. It just wasn't my footing. Yeah, I like a good amount of it. Yeah, with Chaos, we're talking about Total War Warhammer 3. Mizuki says there are turns that take a bit longer and turns that are very short. Just hope they line up when playing with others. Okay. And we'll copy this keyframe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paste it here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we'll tween this one. And then we're done. Don't need that. What the heck? Oh, I see what's going on here. Oh, yeah, okay, I see what's going on here. I'll have to do the rim first, because the rim's gonna get buried. So we'll do that. Mr. Mouse says, you know, some games out there make me feel like all roads lead to League. No, I'm never touching League again. Don't make me do it. You can't make me. I'm not becoming a League streamer. Please, no. Also, I'm on Linux, so I can't League anywhere unless I like do boot or something like that, which I can't bother doing for League. You're not worth it. Austrian says, oh, hang on. Mizuki says, I just love fantasy games. That's why I want to play Final Fantasy 14. Oh, FF14 is actually a pretty dang good time. I can definitely recommend it. Like, I understand your one true love will always be Warframe. But if you ever feel like taking a break, FF14's pretty good. Anyway, Osrian. Oh, Osrian says, this is ridiculous! I lost all ground from my legions. From the legions from Iberia, and gained so much with the other two from Italia on the other side. Oh, okay. So I presume you're doing kind of like a Rome? Is this Imperial Rome? Senatorial Rome? Like, are we talking Caesarian Rome? Are we talking like Nero Rome? If you want to see some wacky ass history, look up what was Nero Germanicus Aurelius or something? It was Nero Germanicus something. He was an emperor of Rome. That guy was batshit insane. Tried to kill his mum, failed, and they just like tried to have his mum subtly assassinated in like a shipwreck. that failed, so he just stabbed her. Um, was he the one who married a horse? No. No. He got one of his horses appointed to like a high point in government. Mizuki says, if I was walking down a road and it led me to League, I'd go insane. Aurelian says, hate that guy. Who, Nero? He's a fucking legend. For all the wrong reasons. Oh yeah, there was like a huge fire in Rome. Like, a large part, because a lot of the plebeian buildings were made from wood. And, of course, wood burns. But Nero, being the tone-deaf, like, you think Trump's tone-deaf? Nero thought, oh, wonderful, let me build my brand new palace on this place where hundreds, maybe thousands of people died? Definitely hundreds of thousands of people lost their homes? Yeah, I'm just gonna build, like, a massive pool there. That'll be fine. Mr. Mouse says, ooh, League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics. Ooh. Mr. Mouse says, sorry, I forgot the beep. Or boo. Oh, boo. Now it just sounds like, well, I don't know. No, okay. The way I read that was like you were trying to bait me, like, ooh, jingle, look, the League of Legends, ooh, Teamfight Tactics, jingle. Mr. Mouse says, I feel a lot of League streamers are loot streamers. Is that why you want me to get into League of Legends so much? Is that why you're all pushing me to play League? It's because it says, kinda sounds like something I would do. Not to my mom, just with enemies. Oh, assassination didn't work, stabby stab. Yeah, he wasn't the most subtle fellow. Although there's some, there is a lot of interesting like, most emperors of Rome did get assassinated. Like, that was the go-to, way. And a lot of the time, it was just from their own bodyguards. Like the Praetorian Guard, everyone's like, oh, the Praetorian Guard, they're like super elite, crack team of hyper specialized super soldiers. But no, they were just a bunch of the most corrupt people you could ever possibly imagine. They actually auctioned off the Roman Empire at one point. Like, they literally held an auction to decide who would be the next emperor after they killed the one that was supposed to be guarding. Austrian says he married a boy who looked like his second wife. Yes! A slave boy! His wife, no, and he kept his, before that, he kept his dead wife around for way too long. He just had her corpse just around. We don't know what he was doing with it, but given how stark raving mad he was, it was probably nothing, safe for work. But yeah, and then, like you said, he spotted a slave boy who vaguely reminded him of his wife, and it's like, yeah, you. Ooh. Mr. Mouse says, I don't like League. But why do you want me to play it so bad? If you don't like League, why are you trying to get me to play it so much? It's like, there we go. We got an idling Mew. Okay, let's get those head thingy bobbins. Guzzy says, yay! Corruption, my favorite. I mean, oh, Ike, welcome! Hello! How you doing, buddy? Hey, Ike, I was meaning to ask you, have you been streaming at all lately? Like, I just realized, like, I was thinking earlier today, I felt really bad because I haven't been to one of Ike's streams in so long. And I'm just starting, like, is everything okay, buddy? Neo says, hello! But yeah, corruption. There's some hilarious stories about corruption from the Soviet Republic. Soviet Union. I think it was... Ike says, oh yeah, I haven't streamed for about 3 months. Oh no, it's okay, buddy. Just checking sure I haven't missed anything. Or two. Let me get these ear things bobbing. and then I will tell you the story about the time the Soviets outlawed corruption. Sorry, outlawed dying, and it worked. Let's see. Okay. Hmm. All right. I know. So if we okay, so hang on. If we work backwards from here. Hang on. We go here. Okay. So if we work our way backwards and paint... Yeah, and paint all these in the orange... sorry, in the purple. That'll lag them. I think. Ike says, "Hello, Star. Sounds like a foxtail." I mean, it's not about me. I wasn't in charge of the Soviet Union. Things would have gone a lot differently if I was. Everyone likes to think that things would go differently if they're in charge. No, they wouldn't. Everyone's just as terrible in power. Story time. So, it's a story. It's a pretty short story. I wouldn't bother getting snacks. Dang it. Okay, this plan isn't gonna work. Wait, why isn't this plan gonna work? Next frame. Huh? Previous frame. Alright, well, continue on. Oh, turn off the green, so we don't need that anymore. And then, yeah, we'll just paint purple. Yeah, this is working. But yeah, so there was this, there's this, program in the Soviet Union where they were just like, okay, well, too many people are dying, this is ridiculous, we need to stop this. So they literally outlawed dying for a day. Like, it was illegal for anyone in this region to die. Literally passed the law. And the wacky thing is, it actually works. Not because people just magically stopped dying or the Soviets found some magical cure for death. No, this whole system was so insanely corrupt and built around the lower level officials literally just telling the upper level officials whatever they thought they wanted to hear, that they just fudged the numbers, because that's what they've been doing the whole time. So the numbers went back to the Soviet higher-ups that, no one in this region's died. And of course, they couldn't just go and investigate and be like, oh, hang on, wait, this is because they're just straight up lying to us, because then the whole system would fall apart. Anyway, I just thought it was fascinating. And it's what happens in a lot of places today. Happens a lot in China. Okay, so we've got to bring this one down just a little. But yeah, Ike, how'd your exams and stuff go? Last time we talked, you were pretty in deep with that. Hang on. That's probably fine. I don't know. So let's play this. Okay, that's wrong. This needs to go up. Hang on. Yeah. This one needs to be slightly higher. I think. We'll see. Mio says, animation sure is a lot of work. Thank you for working on this. Hey, anytime, buddy. I'm glad we're finally getting you scrungleized. Oh, excellent. Okay, so we got a little bit of like a subtle bobbing on the head antennas. So the head antenna things are one frame out of sync with the body, so it kind of looks like they get left behind, and that's what, you know, gets us the nice bobbing effect. Awesome. All right, that's the idle done. Let's go ahead and get all the colors in. I've actually just recently started taking. Okay, so I was thinking last night. Shocking revelation, I know, but it's been known to happen. There was a game I was working on a while ago. I called it Ember Maidens. It's actually a gacha game, Mr. Mao. All the characters, you know what? I won't spoil the story, but Mr. Mao says, "Huh?" But the idea is, it's kind of like a it's like a 2.5D isometric-y kind of game. But yeah, I've been thinking about getting back into developing that because I've learned so much about animation, particularly the scale of animation, from doing the scrungles and the emotes and stuff, that I think I might be up for getting back into it. I had a little play. Actually, you know, let's file open recent. So this is one of the characters I've been working on. They've got 8 different view angles. It's kind of like, if anyone's played like any of those old RTSs, like Age of Empires, that sort of thing, it's a similar way that works. And yeah, I'm doing kind of like a hand-painted. It's kind of like Doom, how the Doom characters' sprites, depending on what angle you're viewing from, it picks a different sprite. So it's not 3D, but yeah, I'm just going for like a hand-painted. It's very much inspired by Darkest Dungeon, the art style. But yeah, this is something else I've been working on. Hopefully I'll have something more to show later. Early days. But yeah, and not like an actual gacha game, just kind of like a gacha light, I guess? Gacha-like? Is that a thing? Man, coloring Mew Wars Alien is so easy. Happy lurking, Scuzzy. Alright, let's give this a play. There he is! Isn't he precious? And I think I got all the colors right. They also have like a little... Oh, hang on, they have a little mouth. I gotta do the mouth. They've got like a straight line mouth thing going on. What kind of mouth would you... Do you want a mouth, Mew? Like, we can go no mouth, we can go dot mouth, we can go line mouth. We can do, kind of like a little sassy smile mouth. No mouth? Okay. Not even a sassy smile mouth? Okay, no mouth. Okay, so that's the idle done. Now we're on to the left translation. And this is going to be doing pretty much the same thing with the bobbing and the jiving. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to animate these lines here. And then I'm going to draw the spaceship over the top of that. I think that'll be the best way to go. gonna start by drawing over this one. Hang on, let's draw this in green so we can see it. So it's gonna be our wireframe that we're gonna use to figure out where everything else goes. Oh yeah, Osrian. Are you still here? Or are you too busy, conquering North Africa? It's okay. North Africa needs a conquering, I understand. Osrian says, yep. Yeah. Oh, so, I've been thinking of doing, like, a, TTRPG, like a role-playing session, where... So, okay. So, here's the gist of it. Each country has a number of... Oh, well done! So each player makes up a fictional country. And each of these countries have a number of... and stop me if I've told you this before. Each country has a number of... You know, let's just do the disc, and then we'll worry about everything else. Each country has a number of stats that they can pick from. So they've got the their regional security, like how secure they are with their population, or revolt risk or whatever, and then they've got their economic productivity, they've got their standing military, or their military aptitude, I guess. Just how warlike they are, you know, things like that. And oh, and also, very importantly, how economically independent they are, how reliant they are on imports. And based on how many of these factors the players choose, so you've got all the different factors, and then you've got low, medium, and high. Should I write these? Yeah. Low, medium. That's L. Low, medium, and high. Depending on how many, like, things... depending on where they choose. So, low in revolt risk would be 1 point. Being high in resource independence would be 4 points. So each low is 1, each medium is 2, each high is 4. So, you know, picking all their things, they might end up with a civilization rating of 8. And depending on how high they wind up on the rating, is how high their player is within the government. Or how low. Inversely. So if they have an extremely weak empire, they might play as a prince or a national hero of that empire. So their sway within the nation that they're representing is a lot higher. But if they're playing as like the Roman legion, they might just be like some low plebeian who's just kind of been sent there, just to represent, and they've got no real sway in the faction that they're representing. Just kind of like balance things out a bit. And then yeah, there's an assassination. one of the princes of one of the nations gets assassinated by some rebels in another nation, and all the nations are kind of you know, scrabbling to start a war, and the players are all in this fictional third nation made up by the DM. That's kind of like a Switzerland of this world, and yeah, they're all kind of negotiating to try and either stop the war or position their nation in the best possible way to come out on top when the war starts. Anyway, I guess that'd be really fun. Just kind of like a high politics sort of thing, with like an in-game newspaper every time something happens. Anyway, what do you think? Okay, so that's guide 1. So we're going to call this left guide. Add that. I'm going to turn on onion skinning for you. Okay, now, the hard part. We need this point here to flex up. This point back here that you can't actually see to flex down. This point here and this point, I guess here, are the pivot points. So these 2 points stay put. Let's draw in those points, actually. So we don't have this far point on the previous frame, so we're going to need that. There we go. Also instead, sounds interesting. It would be interesting if this war could cause a World War One. It reminds me of the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. That's exactly what it is, and that's exactly what I'm referencing. Because, you know, prior to the outset of World War One, it was an absolute diplomatic shit show. Happy Ludg, Chompy. There was this one story of, like how the Kaiser Wilhelm II was, I can spell, I promise. Kaiser Wilhelm II was literally just about to sign a, oh, I mean, no, just as things were cooking off, and the German Emperor Wilhelm II had an ideal opportunity to completely avert the calamity that was to come. Decided that now was the time to go and have a holiday on a boat, like a boating holiday, where no one could reach him. And he gets back, and the entire world is on the precipice, like the entirety of Europe is on the precipice of just destroying itself. All because he just decided to GTFO. But yeah, just shenanigans like that happening during the course of the campaign. Like, you know, it would be great for the person representing, like, the big... Like, you're always gonna have one player who wants to, like, represent the Roman Empire, like, the big bad guys, but then just to have, like, a situation where... They're trying to send messages back to their leader, but they're not getting any replies, and every, like... So the idea is at the end of every session, all the players would write letters back to the nation they're representing to, you know, send recommendations, or if they're, like, higher up, because it's a smaller country, orders. And then they get replies back. Like, each player gets their own reply that's hidden. Like, none of the other players see the reply. And then there's a newspaper that's published in the nation that they're residing in. And, you know, the information might differ. Like they might get a reply saying, okay, we're mobilizing on the front line. You need to tell everyone else that we're not mobilizing, and this is just, like, a military training exercise, because we want to, like, you know, we really, really need the element of surprise. And then the newspapers will report, you know, training exercise, while, you know, and all the other players will get the newspaper report saying, oh, the big nation's running training exercises. It's all standard, nothing to worry about, whereas, you know, the player who's representing them is going to know for sure that they're gearing up for war, and they've kind of got to decide whether they leak the information, or, yeah, what to do with it. But it would be really fun to have one player just constantly sending missives back and not getting any reply, like, oh, we'll get back to you as soon as possible, and then they finally get a reply saying, oh shit, what the hell's going on? I was on a boating trip, I was unreachable. What the hell are you guys doing over there? But yeah, there's so many wild stories from that period. Extra History, before they went a little crazy, did an excellent video on the Seminole tragedy. Okay, so there we go. That's our guide. Let's start animating it. So, oh, hang on, we've got one more line we need to do. This one under here. There we go. Okay, now we're good. So, this point here stays. This point here stays. The bow is coming up. So this part here comes up the most. Okay, and then this section here also comes up in a similar fashion. Except not as much as the center line, because it's kind of... How do I explain this? As it's kind of pitching up, it's becoming... its face is facing... its face is facing the camera more, so it becomes wider. So, yeah, the top part... Yeah, the middle rim comes up faster than the bottom rim. This section here stays as is. Oh man, this is complicated as heck. This section here stays put. Oh, hang on, wait, actually, this whole line here probably stays the same. And then, let's see, this part here comes in, and this part here rounds out. Meow says that's a lot of attention to detail. Yeah, did you see how I did Kroyos? They say just to rotate the thing, and I'm just like, okay. Knowing full well that they meant rotate it, just use the rotate tool, but I did like a full rotation animation, and it was worth it, because it looked amazing. Also says, I wasn't playing because of remembering about Kaiser Wilhelm, his relation to Islam? And being a dickhead, I didn't know anything about his relation to Islam, but being a dickhead to Ferdinand and King of Romania. Also the fact that the entire Second War was basically just a big family feud. Like, they were all related. also, Nikolai II, the Tsar of Russia at the time, being co-opted by a magic man, by a literal religious con man, who, by all accounts, was also diddling his wife at the time, which, not a good look, Russia. Okay, and then this part. Hang on, wait. We're pitching up. So this bit here is going to go further back. Come down. Further back. There. I think. But yeah, these guides are heckin' important. I've tried drawing things like this without guides, and it was a mess. So we're going guides. We're going guides all the way. And this is probably way more guides than I need. Also, Nicholas II looked fucking bad. Did he though? Wait, no. Wasn't he like really short, really skinny, and had like... Wait, no, I'm thinking of Kaiser. No, I'm thinking of Wilhelm. Wilhelm was the one with the atrophied arm. I don't remember much about Nikolai. Muir says, I will keep this in mind for when I can eventually continue drawing. Luck food. Okay, good luck! Okay, so, again, this part here stays. This bit here gets a bit narrower. This part stays. This part here gets a bit narrower. This part comes up just a little. But yeah, Osrin, do you have any wacky stories about World War I? You seem like a bit of a history buff yourself. What's your favorite World War I shenanigan? Particularly like in the build up to the war. What? Osrian says he had a cool dragon tattoo. Also fancy magnificent clothing. Look the photos up. Oh, okay. Alright, I didn't know he had a dragon tattoo. That's wild. Okay, and then the dome's coming a little flatter. There. And then... I should probably, like, draw in a middle line here, also, for the... because the eyes are going to be coming through here at some point. So, hang on. As it... There we go. That's probably right. Alright, now we can copy this keyframe here. Wait, no. This keyframe here. Copy. Paste you... Wait. This frame. Copy, and then paste it here, just to see how it looks. So... Wake up, let's feel the seal of sound. Okay, so we don't need all of these guidelines. Oopsies. Although we will just draw this in, because we can. We've come this far. Osun says, my favorite semi-fact legend is in the time of the war when report of cannibal soldiers who deserted were living in no man's land underground. Oh, okay. Huh. Did not know about that. Did you know about the Canadians and the shenanigans they pulled? My god, the Canadians were messed up. Elo lives on and does it still hurt a rainy day? Let's fight the counter. Yes, I know about the Canadians. Not many people do. Everyone sees the Canadians as, like, happy, fun, friendly people. Osun says, or when the Entente and Central Powers allied to beat up wolves? I didn't hear about that one either. Okay, so we need one more frame of it pitching up. So we'll start with this part here. It's basically coming flat along this edge. So, like that. And then slowly tapers into here. Okay. And then this part here flattens out again. Just a little. You clip into there. And then up here is again flattening out. Like so. Scary. And then this part here is also flattening out. Warzone says wolves were a major problem because, you know, in war zones, wolves will just eat remains and their population wasn't controlled. It got to the point that every night wolves would just snoop around to attack. Oh, okay. I mean, that does make sense. I remember there was a whole B-plot in The Witcher 3 about exactly that. It wasn't wolves, it was wild dogs. But same deal. And I have heard lots of stories of wild dogs getting completely out of control in areas where there's been a lot of death and destruction. whether it be natural disasters or conflict. But yeah, that's fascinating and makes perfect sense. Okay, now we can grab you, right click, copy, and paste you there, and tween it. Okay, this is going to be really difficult, so we are going to get rid of this guideline here in the middle, because we don't actually need that, and it's just going to get in the way. And get rid of it on this one. Oh, Ozrin says, another so fun fact is the fact that Wilhelm was crying that Ferdinand I, King of Romania, did not join the Central Powers, so him with the Pope excommunicated him for being a Catholic. Oh. I mean, that does sound like something Ferdinand would do. He did seem very, insecure. Good thing he had Bismarck on side. Oh man, some of the stories I've heard about Bismarck, didn't he have like 3 cigars and a bottle of whiskey before breakfast, or something absurd like that? Guy was an absolute machine. Okay, let's see if that helps. It does. Alright, cool. So we're just gonna go ahead and tween these. Okay, so that's the outer line there. Let's do the... I don't know what we call this. The cockpit? The dome? Okay, and then tweening this one. And then you. Come across here. This one. And this one's a little bit more tricky. Alright, let's give that a play. Alright, cool. He's rocking. Just gotta get rid of these extra lines here. And then we'll be good to, draw in the actual line art. And this is, coming along really fast. I wonder if Sajik will make it, so we can get started on theirs. If they don't, is anyone else here, interested in getting Scrungled? If Chili Chomps or, Sajik make it, I'll definitely get started on theirs. But, if anyone else is interested, who's here in having a Scrungle done, let me know, and we'll make it happen. Wait. Perfect. So new layer underneath. Grab this one and color pick out our blue. Hide it. We'll make this layer a little bit opaque. About there. No, 50%. Also says, I also know that the A7V German tanks from World War One also a toaster that would burn the crew of 18 to 25 people was shit, and only around 20 were produced. Looked kind of cool though. It did, and so did the British tanks, which apparently, because a lot of them had their engines in the cockpit, like it was smack bang in the middle of the fighting compartment. So it would get heckin' hot, so often, very often as high as 50 degrees Celsius. The engines would constantly leaking carbon monoxide, so they're all getting carbon monoxide poisoning, and they'd have to be at it for 8 hours straight in this 50 degrees Celsius metal box with bullets clanging all around them. And they had no suspension, so it was rattly as heck. Like, think about the roughest car ride you've ever been in. It's that times a million. It must have been a nightmare. Being in these tanks. And the thing is, the Germans saw the British tanks, and they freaked the frick out. And this is why they came up with their A7V. Because, you know, they saw the British tanks, and it was like, holy shit, these things are heckin' scary, we need some, and then they built their own, and then it's like, oh wait. And then they saw their own tanks in action, and they're like, oh, these are kind of shit. We fucking hate these. Like, what were we panicking about? These are terrible. And they stopped making them, and then the British kept making their tanks, and just, absolutely wiped the floor with them. And I think that's why the Germans were so hyped on tanks at the start of World War II, because, you know, they learned the lesson the hard way that armor's pretty handy. And they just way overcompensated. Well, I mean, it worked out. I say overcompensated, but it worked out for them. But, you know. They went hard in the other direction after World War One. Okay, that's another one. Get the top dome in. While I'm doing this, I'm just kind of like thinking in my head how the bottom domes are gonna work. I think I might just have to wing it. It's gonna be tricky, but nice. What I was gonna say is, fuck, there was some shitty Russian. Oh, have you seen some of the Australian tanks? Man, look up the Australian. I don't think that they had any for World War One, but I'm pretty sure we got one for World War Two. It's hilarious. just pure bogan technology. The guys must have been drunk as all heck when they were developing it. It's such a mess. But they tried. They tried so hard. The big one. Oh, what about... have you seen that giant wheel one? The one that's in, like, 2 enormous wheels that would never have gone I mean, it looks cool as heck. It was never gonna work, but, you know, cool. The thing is, the Russians didn't really need tanks. I don't know why they were bothering. Like, they had their whole Tuchanka? Have you heard of the Tuchankas? Austrian. Not just the cool planet in Mass Effect. The Tsar tank. The Tuchankas were incredibly effective, though. They're basically just technicals. If you know anything about the modern insurgencies, they use a lot of what are called technicals. Or what we call technicals. They just, like, you know, pickup trucks with machine guns mounted on the back. But the Russians, the word technical actually comes from, oh, Mew, welcome back! Comes from the Russian Tuchankas. Which were just horse-drawn carriages with machine guns on the back. And heck, they were heckin' effective. Because most other militaries at the time would they obviously had horse-drawn crew-served weapons, but what they do is they take the crew-served weapons off of the horses before they started shooting. But no, not the Russians. They just skipped the middleman. He just shot from the back of the carriage. And why no one else? Okay. I know why no one else picked up on it, because different terrain. They didn't have like the massive flat terrain. They had trench warfare, so getting it off and getting it dug in was much more practical for them. But in the flats of the Eastern Europe, damn, those things must have been so heckin' effective. But then they slept on it. They slept on the whole concept, and they went. The Soviets went full armor for World War II. So yeah, that was the thing. Anyway, welcome back, Mew. How you doing, buddy? We're almost ready to have another playtest. Roll this line through here. Okay, now we can hide this. Give this a play. Oh, what's going on here? I missed the spot. There we go. I wonder what that's all about. Yeah. Okay. Tired. Oh, poor thing. Alright, let's try playing that again. Alright! Let's bring back our guides. Alright, so, eyes are going to be... Muir says, by the way, I didn't really envision a bobbing motion. I thought you were just going to move it up and down and call it a day. Oh, no, I'm doing both. It's going to be bobbing, and then once the bobbing's in, we're going to move it up and down as well. Is that okay? I like to go a bit extra. I mean, not that it's bad. Yay! Mew approves. It looks cool. Awesome. I have to turn this guy down a little further. Okay, so the bottom of the eye, or the bottom of the iris and the bottom of the eye are both in line with this. Come up like that. Bottom of the eye. Like so. Oh, we're gonna need onion skinning for this, for sure. Why can we not see the onion skinning? Huh? Oh, so we've got it turned off here. There we go. So, bottom of the eye there. Top of the eye here. Comes across. And same thing here. Muir says, yeah, it looks cool! Yay! I think I already read that, but yay! Okay, let's give that a play. Oh, let's hide this. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's kind of like doing a little bit of a corkscrew bang through the air. Or he will once the bobbing motion's in. Oh, we also need the ear things. They're not going to make any sense until... Sorry, the antenna things. They're not going to make any sense until we've got the bobbing motion in place. But we can get them in for now anyway, so... remembering that these are going to be offset by 1 frame. Let's name this. Left line real. Real. Alright, so... Okay, let's just draw them in. And then we'll figure out the bobbing in a minute. So one there, one there. Oh, Mew, do you want the antennae coming from the like sticking forwards or floating back? So we've got forwards or back. Both excellent options. Let's see if I can sneak myself cheeky. Backwards? Okay, backwards. Got it. Just gonna fill up my kettle. But yeah, I'm pretty confident we'll have this done tonight. And then, yeah, we'll have a Mew War dominating the skies. How much more time, actually? Maybe another hour? Till the end of the stream. I think... Hang on, how long have we been going for? About an hour and a half? It's okay if you gotta sleep, buddy. I've got enough to work with. I understand. Let's bring this back and just trace this, because these are pretty baller. Also says, I found what I was looking for. The Pudrix land battleship. Ooh, okay. Let's Google that and show the class. Oh. Was this actually a thing? The Commonwealth of Australia. Oh, land battleship paper project. Wait, is this speculative fiction? Oh, okay, Australian Army Inventions Directorate File 1944. What the heck? That's the scale? This little guy? I only just noticed that. What the heck were they thinking? I mean, you know. hats off for, I don't know. You gotta respect the commitment. Like, they are committing to the bit, at least. 0 points for practicality. God. Okay, so, again, we need the head things bobbing. So, they're gonna go up for the first frame, and then they're gonna start coming down, because we want the whole thing coming down for the first frame. No, we want them coming down for the first frame, and then going up from there. So, yeah. So we'll bring back our onion skinning. So up and uppies. We need our guide back because you're going to be moving up as the body moves up. And you can just stay in the same spot. Next frame. So, you go up there, and now you're coming down from now on. Starting point is moving up as well. Next frame, and you're gonna go up one more. Wait, hang on, up or down? No, down one. Oh no, hang on, BRB. Fine. It is currently 4:30 AM and I heard a knock at my door. What are we doing? Oh yeah, so we've got going down. So we're gonna come down one more frame. Crow says, Scrungle, welcome! Yeah, so 4:30 AM, I hear a knock at the door, go out, there's nobody there. I don't know, maybe it's just some kids knocking on doors. Actually, I did have an issue. Oh! Actually, okay, it could be two things. It could be the giant moths we have, or it could be the giant bats we have, or possibly both. So, but it's winter. The bats are out, but the moths aren't. So I was thinking maybe like the moths are attracted to the light, and the bats are coming to try and catch them and kind of like knocking against my door. But the moths don't come out until summer. And it's winter here for us. down, and then they're gonna come up a frame. I'm gonna duplicate this. But yes, Crow, welcome! Good news! We got Crow's common thing working yesterday. Maybe it was cold, looking to sleep. Possibly. I mean, I definitely let them in. I know they're not good, like, to have around for humans because diseases. Oh wait, no, that was the guide. Right click, copy keyframe. There we go. Paste. And then get this in. But yeah, we got Crow's Cobblemons working, so they'll be joining us. Turns out it was just the Cobble Buffs thing. They had a wrong version, and that's why it was crashing. I don't know why it was crashing the whole server, but yeah, it's working, and we got them in. Also, I've got the paid server all set up. It has something like, I think I've got it set to like 4 GB of RAM, which is plenty, and it runs a lot smoother, so that's good. Let's give this a play. That's not right. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Now, for the final step, the bobbing. We're bobbing this guy. So, starting it here, we're gonna move it down. Actually, I'm gonna duplicate this layer, just in case something goes wrong. Line bobbing. But yeah, Crow, how you doing? Actually, it would make sense for the bat to be looking for somewhere to sleep, because it is getting towards daytime. Crow says eepy. Oh. Sleepy Crow. We're franchising. We're franchising, chat. You like sleepy folks? Have you considered a sleepy crow? So we'll bring you down by 1 pixel. Bring you down by 2 pixels. Bring you down by 2... Can you guess? 3 pixels? And then we'll bring you down by 2 pixels. And bring you down by 1 pixel. And then... we'll bring you up by 1 pixel. There he is! Look at him! Little crazy little guy! Oh, we haven't got the bottom spheres yet. Shoot! Okay, good thing we did duplicate that, because we didn't get the bottom spheres. Very important. Can't miss that. So, we'll need our guides back. So, what I'm going to do is, we're going to turn off onion skinning. So we're going to have 1 sphere here. I'm going to use this middle guide as our reference for where these two start. So you go here, and you go here. And then our third one is just going to be in here. That doesn't look quite right. Feels better. I think this one needs to be longer. Perfect. Okay, cool. So. I drew you in the wrong spot, but that's okay. No, it's not okay. Actually, maybe we can work this backwards. So, again, we're taking from this middle section here. As you're pitching up, let's see. Okay, so we've got to make these ones smaller. Give it room for the front one to rise up. Okay, cool. So, these back ones are going to get larger as the perspective shifts, and this front one is going to get slightly smaller. Perspective! And it stays the same at the edge, while getting a little bit rounder. Same again. Starts the same at the edge, getting a little bit rounder. And then this one here gets a little bit smaller while getting a little bit flatter. Just a little. Don't need to go overboard. You get just a little bit bigger. Becoming rounder. And then we do the reverse. So you get just a little bit smaller. You get a little bit taller. You get a little bit smaller. Looking good. And last one, you get a little bit smaller. You get a little bit taller. You get a little bit smaller. See how that looks. Turn off our guides. Play. You're playing too many frames. Play. There he is! Okay, cool! Not really happy with this one here, though. You get a little weird. Why do you get... Oh, you get flat. Okay. Let's make this one a little more spherical. So, same here. Okay, let's try that. Play. Awesome. Okay, let's get the bobbing back in, and then we can color it. And then that's our movement done. Get layer, hide you, left, bobbing. So, come down by... Wait, no, you stay in place. You come down by 1. You come down by 1, 2. 3. Wait, hang on. Yeah, you come down... Wait, you come down by 1, 2, 3. You come down by 1, 2. You come down by 1. Play that. There he is! That's our cruising... Oh, Chaos! Welcome back! Oh, hey, Jumpy! Man, everyone's tired today. Alright, let's get the coloring in. Color pick those. Oops. Let's name it. Left hull. Very good. Keyframe. Wow. New keyframe. There we go. And I'm gonna use a big old brush for this, because otherwise it's gonna take forever. New keyframe. We'll do all the whites, and then we'll come back and do all the purple bits in the antennae. New keyframe. Ocean says, the ancient Mesopotamians had an atomic bomb. Okay. You're gonna need to unpack that one for me, buddy. I feel like that one's gonna need, some backing up. Or maybe some context? Have you been watching Ancient Aliens again? Sejik says, true. Oh, Sejik, hello! Are you ready to be Scrungled? We're gonna be done with Muor's Scrungle very soon. In fact, wait, we're playing too many frames. God damn it! Why do you keep 4? Alton says, "This is my proof. Sejik was the bomb all along. I knew it." There we go. We got our cruising Mew. +1, I was there. Mew says, wonderful! Yay! Mew approves. Okay, so the sleeping one is a little out of scale. We're gonna have to scale this one down a bit, but aside from that, and we'll have a little bit of animation on the antennae. So just kind of have them like flick up a little. But aside from that, this one's pretty well done. Actually, maybe the scale isn't too bad. Oh no, the scale is yeah, it's a bit off. But the shape's pretty good. We're gonna hide this one now. Ozun says, I served in the Hyper War on the side of the Proto-Finnic Holy Roman Khanate. Where have I heard this before? I've heard this before. Where have I heard this before? Fly away, I'll fly away. Ozian says, I will send you a documentary video about the subject. I feel like I've seen this video. This sounds very familiar. Ba, 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 ba. Let's just paint over these ads. That'll make it easier. Oh, actually, hang on. Wait. I remember what we did for these. We just went and drew in a bunch of Zs. So let's pacify you by a lot. Go to here. Z. Drawing our Zs. And then, we went new frame. You to there. Oh, hang on, wait. Then we duplicate the frames along like this. And then, we'll go through and erase out all the ones that aren't black. Now, if we that, hit play. There we go. Now it's in blue. Now, what to do with the antennae? Ooh, I know. What if we had one going up and then the other one goes up? So they're kind of like, no, that doesn't make sense. I think both of them going up at the same time probably better. So, let's go to here. Call this lurk body. Osrian says the Finno-Korean hyperwar was really tragic. The continent of Lemuria sunk into the ocean after some were shift. Huh? Man, the Lemurians. That reminds me of the Conan lore. Robert E. Howard. Yeah. Hyborian Age, I think it was called. It's pretty cool. It's a whole load of lore. It's one of the very first, like, comic book speculative, like, histories. And, oh boy, did he go off. Yeah, there's maps, there's heaps and heaps of history. There's aliens, there's even a whole load of crossover with Lovecraft's work. Like Yog-Sothoth is featured in there and the old Elder Things. It's low-key canon with Lovecraft's work. So if you like Lovecraft, the Conan universe might be fun for you. Pancreas No Work did some amazing work on it. Amazing YouTube videos talking about it. So if you're interested, definitely recommend it. Jumpy! Thanks, buddy. And last frame. This one's just a tween. Super easy. Paste you in there. Keyframe there. And then we'll have the antennae bobbing for this. And then we just got to do the away one, which is a charming Mew War under a blanket. And that's it. They'll be ready to upload. We could probably, if they're still around, I understand they're probably wanting to go to bed, but if they're still around, we can even refresh the chat party on the stream and take a peek. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Okay, okay, so what we need here is... the balls on the end don't have any weight. About the broken one, only the blanket and the antennae are visible. Yes! Yep. Like this? Way ahead of you, buddy. So, the antenna, the pom-poms on the ends of the antenna, I don't feel like they have any weight. So, what I need to do is... so they're coming up, so this is fine. But, when they come down... so, it's coming up. What I want is, for these things... to start pushing their way down. Like, kind of like the tails do, but the pom-poms are kind of being left behind. So the pom-poms are still going up, despite the bases trying to pull down. So yeah, the momentum of the balls at the end are kind of like carrying them up. That means that these ones need to be patched up. Down like so. These ones here come down like so. Give that a play. Okay, that's playing one too many frames. Give that a play. That's better. That's much better. They're doing a little wave. The bases of the... so the starting points of them can come in a little, I think. So I'm going to start about here. Just to make it absolutely visually obvious that they're part of the body. Yay! Alright, let's get the colors in. And the colors can just be a single frame because... oh, actually, wait. Actually, yeah, single frame. We'll duplicate it over, and then we'll do the pom-poms as well. Okay. Yeah, I got this. I got this. I got this. This is... what is sleep? Sleep. Cull. I've named this all Lurk, but this is actually sleep, so, it'll be fine. Oh, we gotta put the Z's above the color, though. Very important. Altoon says, I will need to finish my cryptid map focus on Neo Dinosaurs one day. Oh! You missed out on the whole, can we... is it in my open recent? It is! You missed out on Apocalypse Rails. It's a it's a American Civil War era uh world where all the cryptids of America are actual real creatures, part of an actual real ecology, and the humans are kind of like domesticating them all. So we've got the not deer, which is definitely not a deer, kind of uses like cavalry, war cavalry. We've got wild chupacabras and tame chupacabras. Used as wild chupacabras kind of like fall into a niche of jackals and hyenas, that sort of thing. Scavengers. Um, and then the tamed ones act as kind of guard dogs. Excellent guard dogs because they're very difficult to attack. And then you've got the jackalopes. Jackalopes. Okay. So according to the law of the cryptid law of jackalopes, they apparently only breed during thunderstorms. But because of the Civil War and all the cannon fire that's going off, they've actually been breeding like rabbits. Their populations have been breeding uncontrollably because they're confusing the cannon fire for thunder, and that's triggering their mating instincts. So they are just like breeding out of control. There are swarms of jackalopes everywhere, especially around like battlefields, because yeah, they're just breeding completely out of control. Also domesticated. So there's the domesticated thunderbird and the wild thunderbird. They took the wonderful, beautiful thunderbird who uses static electricity. So they generate static electricity in their bodies through specialized feathers in their wings, causing friction against the air as they fly, and they discharge it through their claws when they strike. So kind of like fly and zap things, but they've been domesticated by so they've had their beaks clipped, their beaks and their wings clipped, and their talons filed down. So yeah, they use them kind of like turkeys, as kind of like livestock poultry. And yeah, I had a whole plan of all sorts of creatures. Just kind of, it was just like a little side project that I worked on for a little bit. But yeah. Looks cute. What, the jackalopes? Yeah, the jackalopes look adorable. I'm really happy with how they turned out. But yeah, I think the next thing we were gonna do was the Gunbaru, which is kind of like a, it's like an explosive hippo. Oh shoot, I was painting on the wrong layer. Sleep call. There we go. Okay, now we're on the right layer. But yeah, Neo Dinosaurs. It's like a world where dinosaurs ever went extinct. Man, I used to have a little. I used to have a book called what was it? Dinotopia or something? It was like a speculative fiction about someone who somehow found themselves on an island that was still inhabited by dinosaurs. It was pretty dang cool. Okay, so we just need to duplicate this frame over 5 times. Grab our idle and color pick that. Also says, you'd be surprised how many neodinosaur is a term that refers to possibly still living fossils like T-Rex or mammoths, reports come from North America. Yeah, North Americans be bored. Bored North Americans. That's okay. It's they make for fun stories. Alright, let's give that a play. There he is! Sleepy Mew. Okay, one to go. Lurker. And this one should be fairly easy. Their antennae are moving left to right. I kind of want to have them blanket move a little as well. Mew says he. Okay, so we don't need this layer anymore. Wait, this is animated? No, it's not. Why would you lie to me? Anyway, we can unpin everything except this one. Okay, so we don't need the color. And we are going to have to paint over this with the blue that Mew is so well known for. But yeah, I'm thinking we'll have the antennae going kind of like brushing left to right, and we'll have the opening of the blanket move along with them. Oops, why are you racing? And that should be fairly easy with the with the quilting we've got going on here, because these are all just like basic geometry lines. I should just be able to eyeball it. We'll see how it goes, but I'm pretty confident we'll just be able to, you know, wing it and just hammer this one out in... it shouldn't take me longer than 20 minutes. Yeah, let's say about 20 minutes. It might go to about 30, but we'll see. This should be fairly simple, unless I do my typical overcomplicating things. And we'll bring these antennae in a little. Just give us some more room to wiggle them. Wonderful. Okay. Layer here. Now, we don't need that layer anymore. We want a... Okay, duplicate layer. Definitely want our onion skinning for this one. And now, I want this section here to move across a little. So the opening is moving over here. It's kind of trailing off and flattening out here. So this one here will have to come up because it's angling across. So it comes up and over here. Oh, this one stays the same Uh, Angle. And it's like that. Kind of like a snail, I guess? Sniffing around? Aldrin says there are around 29 neo-dinosaurs in North America. So what is a neo-dinosaur? Because neo means new. And I don't think they mean, like, they're new dinosaurs. Because that's kind of a contradiction. This line here is going to come across just a little. Not nearly as much as the bottom one, because it's kind of like trailing a little. But just enough to show that there's a shift happening. Same thing here. So you come across, and you come across just a little. You come across also just a little. Oh, Ozian says, in cryptozoology, neo-dinosaurs, a term coined in 1969, funny number, refer to reported living dinosaurs supposedly evaded extinction. Huh. But why neo? Because, like I said, neo means new. But they're not new dinosaurs, they're just old dinosaurs. I guess, maybe it's just marketing? This is probably some marketing. Oops. Probably just a marketing thing. Neo sounds cooler. Let's be real, that's probably what it is. Hanon, welcome back! You made it! Austin says, I don't know, man. Don't look at me, man, I just work here. Hanon says, the school took out the jailbreaking method, so no Twitch audio and video, just YouTube. Oh! Oh, nuts! I completely forgot about YouTube's. Wait, can you type in YouTube chat? Oh, hi, user panda. Me sleeping on YouTube again. Wouldn't be a Fox stream without me forgetting YouTube exists. Oh, no YouTube access. Oh, school took that long before my time. Oh, nuts. Okay, we want to make sure this this antenna is scraping the bottom as much as we can. There we go. How's that look? Oh, we didn't do the blankets. So this part here, we also want to move. So I'm gonna erase all of this. And bring the hole over here. Like so. And like so. And this one, oops, this one here comes across like this. And come across like this. Alright, let's see how that looks. Hey, that looks pretty good. Neat. And then we just got to duplicate this layer here. Copy keyframe. Paste you to that. So And then this one here, right-click, copy keyframe, paste through here. So that's going that way. Hang on. Go across. Huh? Oh no, that's fine. How's that look? Okay, cool. Now we just gotta have going the other way. BRB in 40 minutes. Good luck! Oh, bloody nose. Yow! And I think we'll do this one slightly differently. We'll add in a duplicate keyframe. We'll do the extreme, like as far as it'll go to the side, and then we'll tween it. That'll be a bit easier. Hello. Olsen says, you know, it's really interesting how many cryptids are in America compared to Europe. Like, barely any in Europe. Are you kidding me? No. That's entirely wrong. Have you not heard of goblins? Elves? What do you think a fucking goblin is? What do you think an orc is? What do you think a troll is? Nah, man. Europe's got cryptids down pat. I don't know what you're talking about. Europe's got all the OG cryptids. What are you talking about? Europe has no cryptids. Europe has literally all the cryptids. They're the OG cryptids. Dragons? Genies? Kobolds? They'll, like, pick up a D&D manual. It's literally all European cryptids. Dozy says, it seems the difference between a cryptid and folklore is how old the story is. Yeah, that's my point. I mean, yeah, folklore is just geriatric cryptids. Cryptids just like millennial folklore. Ocean says those are legendary creatures from folklore. What's the difference? What's the difference? Aren't genies based on Jinn? Yes, I believe so. Like, come on, Ocean, what's the difference? Reals, buddy. It's the same picture. In fact, a lot of American cryptids are based off of European folklore. Camille says, I mean, aren't genies not European, but Arabic? Yeah, but they did make, like, there's cross-pollination. Like, the Jinn are definitely, like, hard Arabic, but genies did make it over into a lot of European folklore as well. Like, there's loads of European stories about genies. It's one of those transfers. You know? Cultural exchange. Okay, now we'll go ahead and drag this over, add a duplicate frame here, erase out all of this stuff, and get to tweening. Oh! We didn't do the antenna. We'll do them in a minute. Okay, let's go ahead and do the antennae now. Oh, Dozy says, I was a cryptid back in my younger days. We used to have to walk really fast in front of cameras to look blurry. Now that they've retired, Now that I've retired to Legend, people write the stories for me. Huh. Did you, oh, did I show you my Wendigo? Let me show you my, oh, also, Dozy, did you see these? This is my, Apocalypse Rail stuff. This is, oh, this is our not, this is, can you see it? Yeah, this is our not dear, wait, I can't. There we go. There's our not dear, there's, a bunch of, oh, what were they called again? Spiky back, they drink chupacabras. So these are wild chupacabras, and then these are some domesticated chupacabras. We've got some jackalopes, domesticated thunderbird. Yeah. Got yourself a skin changer there. Please don't crash. I'll be very upset if you crash. Let's Control S this, just in case we have a technical issues. There he is. There's my Wendigo. So funny story about this fellow. I was playtesting this world with some friends, and they and I had this guy, and he was sleeping in a clearing, and I had like this whole backstory for him. He was like a guardian of the forest. He was very upset about the goblins being there because they're scaring off all the things that he usually eat. But he also can't eat the goblins because they're icky, and they taste, yeah, they got foul blood. And he doesn't like to eat them, so the players would have this whole thing where they could try and convince him to help them get rid of the goblins, so the stuff he could eat would come back. And he had like a whole personality. I even had like a voice made up for him. But the players took one look at this guy and he's like, yeah, we're going literally any other direction. They turned around and they just completely bypassed this guy. They went to like extreme amounts of effort just to bypass this guy. It's like, oh, no, it's a cool dude. Anyway, it happens. Alcian says, they do overlap, but Kryptons are modern, have modern reports with photos and other things. They do not play big parts in silly stories, and they are just there possibly having a part of the ecosystem. Also, American cryptids are more based in Native American folklore. Well, yeah, that's the thing. They just American folklore. Josie says, got yourself a skin changer, right? Sajik says, pagan Slavic folklore is really interesting. It really is. Black dogs. Oh yeah, the black dogs of Ireland? I did do some research into those. Would have been wonderful if there was something like that for the American cryptids, but unfortunately, despite all my hunting, I could find nothing to fill that niche. But yeah, the American cryptids, they're largely just people. I mean, they're all people making shit up, but it's just like, you know, frontiersmen either just making up tall stories to impress their mates, or just trying to explain weird noises and things they had, or reinterpreting Native American stories, which is basically what European folklore is. Like, where's the difference? Kobolds, like, just because people didn't understand how metal worked, and they thought there was weird little animals stealing their stuff, and, you know. Joseph says, yeah, that character is designed to rend your flesh, eat your bones, and enjoy your blood. I don't blame the Avengers for going their opposite direction. He was a cool... Well, yeah, that's how I learned the hard way, not to make your NPCs too scary. And I made that mistake a couple of times. Like, I'd made a few characters before I learned that lesson. And so, there was a couple of NPCs that the players just wanted nothing to do with, despite them being actually pretty cool people because I made them too scary. So, yeah. I'm trying to be less subtle about the characters' visual language. You know? So, yeah, try and make it blindingly obvious if this is a good or a bad character with how I design them. Rather than trying to be, yeah. Nobody! Hello! Austin says, I said inspired. Americans normally take Native American stories and just butcher it to death. Well, I say reinterpret because the American frontiersmen had different things they were trying to explain. They just they just took like with the Wendigo. Very different vibe. Dozy says Sleepy has naughty thoughts about monsters. Yeah. I mean, so? I'd say don't you, but you know, I don't care. Look, I like what I like. Don't at me. Alright, let's see how this plays. Play. That doesn't look quite right. Oh, it's because we haven't tweened it. Yeah, we gotta copy this frame. Paste it there. Give that a go. I like it. It's a bit fast. Not quite my tempo. I feel like that guy from that meme. Not quite my tempo. Let's try it again. So let's try bring the frame rate down to 8. See how that looks. That's better. That's just a hair too quick. Now, why did I throw that keyboard at you? I like it. I like it. This is good. So, let's add in a color layer. We already have a color layer. Just gotta alter the color layer, or animate the color layer. Sancho says, Kobold is here for treats! Oh! Sancho, do you know much about kobold lore? Like European kobold lore? Like folklore. Not like D&D or fantasy lore, but like the actual lore for kobolds in European folklore. Because I know a little bit, but I'm just curious to see if, like, you, being so kobold affiliated, have anything. Oh, nobody says, so I have a crazy story. Ooh, do tell. Dozy says, aka, the artist's barely distinguished fetish. I mean, yeah. I mean, you should see some of the, Okay, so... This. Remember I was talking about... I don't know if y'all were here for this earlier, but, I'm developing a game. It's kind of like a low-key gacha game, Ember Maidens. There's the Wolf Girl, this one, who's the Breaker, and then I've got a Dragon Girl, I've got an Elf Girl, and I've got a Dark Elf Girl, and they just a normal human girl. And I'm very excited for the Dragon Girl, because I like Dragon Girls. Dragon Girls are cool. And I'm also very much looking forward to doing Ludi art of these characters, because I don't get much of a chance to do NSFW things. So it will be nice to have a... Oh, I do have one little bit spicy. Nobody says, you know, I told you it was my first day at my new work, and there is a German woman that is, like, famous because she does everything herself without a man, and crazy story, that woman was at the shop where I started. I couldn't help her much, but I showed her where things were, and she looked for... I am famous now. Huh? I showed her where the thing that she looked for. Am I famous now? Yes. I mean, you're already famous in my heart. You'll always be famous to me. Murkburg. Fan art. Yuri moment. Yeah, I started work on this. Never finished it, but, you know. Maybe I'll finish it someday. Probably won't, but, yeah. I would like to do more, Yuri art. For Mizuki. Keep Mizuki happy. Gotta feed the Mizuki Yuri art, otherwise they get dangerous. Okay, let's correct some of these colors. I think I just did this. Oh no! Wait! They're all off center because I changed the line art. That's okay. That's okay. Let's just quickly touch that up. Okay, that'll be fine. Now, add a new layer here. And then, yeah, we just got to update all these animated bits. Oh, I also want to add in a little bit of blackness behind here. Just like a little shadow. Just to show that it's risen up a bit. There we go, that'll do. Nobody says. Maybe not me, but the other shop is more famous, I think. That's cool. Yeah. Nobody says. She was very happy, so she did tell about her experiences, and I just saw, and now I feel important. Yeah. I mean, you're always important to us. But I'm glad you had that experience. It sounds like you had a really fun day. Meow, 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 meow. That'll do. And then we can just copy this one over. Let's not do any more work than we need to. Paste. Oh man, we are actually really close to getting this done. Copy this keyframe. Paste to that. Do keyframe. Go ahead and paint in this one. Oh, nobody says, I'm gonna sleep now. Good night. Exclamation mark sleep. Rest well. Who's this Scrungle? This is Muor. Muor's little space guy. Okay, we're actually just about done. So I'm gonna wait until I've finished this, and then I'll show you everything we've done so far. Because it's looking heckin' cool. I mean, Muor always looks cool, but their Scrungle is looking extra cool. Okay. So she says, "Sweet dreams, nobody." Yes. Absolutely. Okay, now we need to do the bobbin things? Oh, hang on, before we do, copy keyframe, paste keyframe. And yeah, now we gotta do these little things. And then I think we're done. Time's too short to talk aloud. Wake up like a sleepless owl. There we go. And play. All right, that'll do. Let's go. So, so here's the sleeping. The frame rate's gonna be off because, yeah, it's all the settings are going to be wrong. But actually, you know what? Let's just export these. And I'll show you them as I export them. So we'll go ahead and render this one. Where's Muir's name? I've got to find Muir in chat real quick. There he is. Ah, okay, so it's a 0 for an O. Roll C. Oh, welcome back, Chaos! We just about finished with Muir. We're going to be uploading them shortly. And, oh, Justin, well, okay, I'm 7 minutes over what I said I'd be. But, you know what? Close enough. Let's see. Chat party, repo, chat party, assets. Alright. Right click. Create new folder. Mule. Let's see. Where'd it go? New one. Paste. Okay, so now we have a folder for it. Welcome back, Chompy! We're just exporting Muir's Scrungles. So, oh, hang on, let's save this first before we do anything else. Oh, speaking of cryptids, or folklore, oh, Dozy, did you ever get back to us on the on your your knowledge of kobolds? I don't know if I missed render animation. Let me scroll up a little. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Okay. Okay, so we want it to be GIF. Assets, Muir. And this one is Lurk. I typed that in the wrong spot. Lurk. That's probably all good. Okay, let's double check to make sure that plays okay. Alright, that works. So let's switch off this one. Wrong layer. Switch off that one. Sleep. Now sleep is 5 frames. And it's going to be at 10 frames a second. Clip end at 4. Let's play this just to make sure. Perfect. File, render animation. Dozy says, Sancho arrived for treats, and then scurried off into the shadows with them. Sancho. But yeah, Sijik, did you want us to maybe get started on yours? This one says lurk, but is in fact sleep. Wait, do we call these sleep or away? I've forgotten the naming convention for these. Muir! Scuzzy, welcome back! Idle. Oh no, these are away, not sleep. Away. Sajik says, welcome back, Scuzzy! How you doing, Scuzzy? Okay, so that's the away. Let's take a peek. Yep, that looks like it works. Yep, happy with that. Idle. File. Render animation. GIF. And then this is going to be idle. That should all be okay. So she says, I think plush I like to sleep with looks like a Scrungle. I can send a pic. Okay, absolutely. I'd be happy to make a Scrungle of your plushie. File, render animation. And then left. Okay. This is our idle and our left. And you know what? Let's put them all on screen. This is sleep, and this is lurk. Just got to do the right facing. That's easy. So just go layer, transform, mirror horizontal, file, render, and then instead of left, we call this one right. Right. Ok. Chaos says, just prepping myself some dinner before going to sleep. Oh, wonderful! Enjoy your food, buddy. Let's add Mule to the roster. Forget hole in the wall. And then dang it. Let's copy and paste from the folder. Rename, Control C. How was stream today? Went well. Mule, save. Okay, so now that's everything uploaded to there. Let's open up Git Kraken. Let's see. Alright, stage all the changes. Blah blah blah, that's all good. Commit summary. Mule. Commit changes. And we'll go ahead and push all those to the server. We'll take a peek at the server. Chat party. What? Chat party? Now, should be updating the. There we go. This is the update to the website. So it says, Nell, my charger broke again. I guess I'm phoneless for a couple of days. Oh no! Oh no! That's not good. That's very not good. How did you break your charger? Did I miss anything interesting? I don't know. We talked a lot about cryptids. A lot of talk about cryptids. European cryptids. Hey, Chaos, are there any cool cryptids in Hungary? Bow, 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 bow. So I know a lot about, like, I know a couple of Eastern, a lot of Northern European, like Scandinavian cryptids, folklore things, most of them playing The Witcher, and, you know, researching The Witcher, and also, like, you know, Western European stuff, all the Tolkienized stuff, but I don't know much about the Balkan. So it says, it's not so bad, not like I use my phone for anything other than music. Oh, don't you use it to watch streams? Okay, so let's take a peek. Mule, if you could type something in chat, that would be very much appreciated. F12. Actually, not right now because it's not gonna work because the skins haven't loaded. But so registered public skin. Oh wait, no, we want registered private skins. Okay, so it's registered your skin. Just gotta wait for it to load in, and then we'll see if it's all worked. So it says, well, I'm currently on PC. I use my phone when I'm too lazy to turn on the PC. Ah, I see. Man, it's taking longer to load. Like every time we add someone to the list, it takes that much longer to register everything. Well, to validate everything. It goes through and validates all the files before it lets us use them. Which I probably don't need to do every time. I should just, like, add a validate button. Actually, yeah, that would make a lot more sense. Oh, there we go. And, oh, valid. Okay, Mule is valid. So, Mule, if you could type something in chat real quick, it should update your Scrungle. And then we'll refresh the OBS, and then it'll be official. Mule, oh, well, there you are! Yes, it works! Oh, so cute. Okay, we can close this. I'm gonna close down the OBS for a minute. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it back on. It seems like it's refreshed. And yeah. Yours says, yay! It works! It kinda works. Just give it a minute. It's not fully working yet. But it's the OBS overlay isn't validated yet, so it's gonna take a minute to be online. But yeah, it's all done. Oh, this is the website. It's not. This is the website, not the OBS overlay. The OBS overlay is still updating. But yeah, it's done. So we'll close this. But yeah, you're currently a bunny on the OBS overlay until it's done validating, and then eventually, when we type something, it'll make you happen. Oh yeah, it should be done. So now if you type something, it should update your Scrungle, your little bunny Scrungle, into the space thing, and yeah. You can try out the commands if you like. Kunini. Don't need that. We'll send you all the Scrungles in a DM. Soon. As is our way. Oh, cute! Okay, so she just sent me that plushie. It's a cute little guy. Alright, yeah, we can absolutely make this happen. Ragabat, welcome! So, yeah. Muse a bunny currently until they type something else in chat. Because it's validated the skins, it just doesn't update them until they type something. Oh, there he is! Yay! Okay, Mew is now a space guy. There he is! Go, Mew, go! We got another Sky Dweller! Isn't he? Oh, cute little guy. Our favorite Sky Dweller. Chaos says, when are you going to update the project to Godot? Eventually. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I got a dozen other projects that I'm working on, but yeah, it'll happen. I haven't forgotten about it. But yeah, so this will be our next one. Sajik's little plushie fellow. Probably won't be doing any work on it this week. Certainly won't be doing any work on it this week. I'm flat out with all sorts of other things. But, yeah. Minimize all this, and, Chaos says, hello, Ragabat! So, let's just... Might as well get started? How much time do we have? Oh, we got 10 minutes. Alright, well, if anyone would like to, suggest someone for a raid, I'm gonna just get all the file stuff set up for, Sajik. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and... Jobby's raid. Yeah. Let's see. Paradise is currently just chatting. Blue Skittles doing his thing. Poltergeist is doing their thing. We were raided barely a few days ago, so I think they're good. We raided Burley. Oh. No, nobody, you're still here. I thought you were going to sleep. Nobody, get some sleep. Oh, also, hang on, wait. Nobody's typing. Nobody's back. We got two Sky Dwellers. Wait, where's, this Mule? Wait, hang on. Where's, no. Oh, okay, nobody's all the way over in the, far right hand side. Mule's, on the left. Um. Yay, so many Sky Dwellers. I'm a corner guy. Well, you're taking center stage now. Oh, look, Mew and, nobody are meeting in the middle. Cute. I love corner. Oh, Mystic Mouse? Alright. That'll do. Let's take a peek at, what they're about. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, they're tiny. 18 plus? Okay. A shy, unfiltered blob of a person who enjoys games, drawing, and eating. Welcome to hell. Take a seat. You're in for a ride. Any pronouns. Okay. Oh, they have a really nice computer monitor. I should do something like that for my computer. But yeah. Looks like fun. Nobody says, I love hanging by your screens. There's warm. If not meant for lurking, why is it made of warm? But yeah, the the bottom of the screen is getting very creative. Loving all the little guys we've got appearing. The debut of the Scrungles Mark II is going to be fantastic. I really hope we can get everyone who's got a custom Scrungle in. I don't know, I'm tired. I really hope we can get everyone who's got a custom Scrungle in for the Chat Party 2 debut. That'd be so rad. But yeah. We're hitting 3 hours / raid. Y'all must be very tired. I know it's late, really late for a lot of you. But yeah. Thank you so much everyone for coming along. Very special thanks to Mewall for letting us Scrungleize their delightful OC. This little guy. Let's just have this playing while we close up shop. And also thanks to Osrian and Sancho. Oh, Ragama says Mewall is so cool. Yes, they are. Chaos says lovely stream as always. Oh, thanks. So was he just lurking? No, it's cool. We love a good lurk. Excellent work, Fox. Yes. Thank you. But yeah, so what did I say? Oh yeah, tomorrow. What is tomorrow? I don't know. Tomorrow is... Hang on, we got Scrungle Day, Thursday, Friday. Oh, Fan Off Friday. I think we're doing emojis tomorrow, right? Fan Off Friday? Yeah, Fan Off Friday. So tomorrow we're going to be doing emojis for Freddy. Freddy requested a flex emote, so Strongman Freddy. And aside from that, yeah. And then Friday, Freddy, and then Saturday is the big day, Cobblemons. So I hope everyone's got that in their calendars. Anyone who doesn't have their Cobblemons working, please either send me a DM or catch me in Discord sometime, and we'll get you set up. But yeah, I'd love to see y'all there. Thank you so much for coming along. I had a really fun time. I hope you did too. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Oh my god, hello. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? stream? What were you arting? Fox read. I love those emotes. Those are so cute. Raid went well. I think everyone is a bit sleepy now. It be like that. How are you? I am sick, but okay otherwise.